Good evening and welcome to this week's last edition of Primetime News. I'm Joy Gosses. Leading the bulletin, Namibia Economic Freedom Fighters Commissar Michael Amushilelo, affirmative repositioning activist Dimbulukeni Noyoma, together with some of their members who threatened to shut down and burn Chinatown earlier today, were arrested by the Namibian police force. Nampa Selimashima Fuleni and Lydia Pitiri was at the scene and produced our first story.
Ada cuma nanti pulang ni mana? Dingin ni nama nanti pun. Ada sama ni. Orang Commissioner Chikongo, ask him.
The Deputy Inspector General Joseph Shikongo of the Namibian Police Force, while addressing the media this morning at Chinatown, said they have been observing that the members of the Namibia Economic Freedom Fighters visited different business establishments, not only at Chinatown.
We are not saying we are not there to condone anything, whether the exploitation of workers or whatever form, but I think we are always encouraging the mechanisms that are there. People to use the mechanism that are there to engage. And I think if Amushilelo is from the party which is called NEF, he's a member, because I know he's always introduced himself as commissar. If he's a member, honestly, we have, they wrote us a letter as an organization. And that letter, we have acknowledged, we wrote them back, that we are going to engage them on the 17th. We have a meeting with them at the National Police Headquarters. They could come and engage us, and we discuss some of these problems. They could even express what is that they want to do. We have no problem if an organization come to us and said, we wanted to go to demonstrate some way, Namibian police give us the escort to go there. We will not have a problem. But I think this kind of confrontation, where people are just walking out and they start engaging, what about if the other part start fighting back? Then what then? So the police, we are encouraging that people at this stage should engage.
Shikongo confirmed that cases have been opened up against Amushilelo by the complainants without divulging further details. On the use of rubber bullets and tear gas, he noted that the police were just exercising their duty of maintaining law and order.
The public water management, when they come, they are not there to negotiate. We don't negotiate. When we come, in the first place, the commander was here. And they give you order, people, can you disperse? And the disperse of these people is actually manifested by the threat that were made. They are threat made, and the people who made the threat, they were there. Now the police come and say, people, we don't want confrontation, can you leave so that you can engage the appropriate level? They refused. If you refuse, what do? We give you a countdown. We said, you go. We have those facilities. We don't have this pyrotechnic for as a decoration. Is to use them whenever there is a need for public order management.
SWAPO Party Youth League Secretary Ephraim Nekongo has been sworn in as a member of the National Assembly on Thursday. National Assembly correspondent Edward Mumbu Jr. filed this report.
The swearing-in ceremony took place on Thursday afternoon at the National Assembly chambers, and Chief Justice Peter Shivute presided over the ceremony. This was confirmed to Nampa by National Assembly acting spokesperson Raphael Angula. Nekongo was appointed as Member of Parliament by President Hage Geingob on Monday, replacing former Public Enterprises Minister Leon Schuster. The new MP has no voting rights. Schuster resigned from his cabinet and National Assembly post in March following the dismantling of his ministry. He was one of the 8 presidential appointees in the legislative body.
Staying with politics, the National Unity Democratic Organization Youth League is set to hold its elective Congress on Saturday under the message, quality must prevail over tribe. Edward Mumbu Jr. once more filed the story.
Veparorwa Kandiri Kirira, when speaking to the Namibia Press Agency ahead of the Saturday convention, said the Ovaherero-dominated party must be nationalized. This, he said, can be achieved by electing candidates in leadership positions based on meritocracy. Kandiri Kirira said they must stop electing only Ovaherero or people from Okakarara, Oshinene, Aminus or Ovitoto, stressing they must nationalize the party. Since taking charge in 2016, Kandiri Kirira made it his mission to demystify the largely held perception that NUDO is a tribal political party. Delegates are drawn from the Omusati, Ohangwena, Kavango West, Zambezi, Haras, Hartap, Otozonjupa, Komas, Omaheke, Erongo, and Kunene regions. It will be the first elective Congress since 2013.
Onto a story with a positive spin. The Gurenguru Combined School in the Kavango West region received textbooks to the value of $350 Namibian from retired German diplomat Wolfgang Fiedler on Thursday.
The diplomat, who has been assisting Namibian schools since 1978 and over 50 schools, also donated stationery and sport balls to the school. Fiedler raises funds by engaging businesses and well-off families in Germany to support schools in Namibia. During the official handover, he encouraged the learners to take good care of the donated books and other items in order for the next generation to utilize. In 2010, he donated Rukwangali textbooks and sport balls in 2011 to the same school. Nkurenkuru Combined School Principal Franz Ngoma stated that the journey of education is made possible by benefactors such as Fiedler. In January this year, Fiedler also handed over 2 blocks of 4 classrooms, 2 storage rooms, and a standalone pre-primary class with its own kitchen and ablution facilities to the Mukekete Primary School in the Kavango West Mpungu circuit, valued at $2.6 million Namibian dollars.
When we return, President Dr. Hage Geingob officially launches Namibia's inaugural Sovereign Wealth Fund. Our top business story. President Dr. Hage Geingob officially launched Namibia's inaugural Sovereign Wealth Fund, dubbed the Welwitschia Fund, in the capital on Thursday. Marco Nglovo filed this report.
Speaking at the launch, Geingob said various factors such as drought, financial difficulties, tough economic times, and the recent emergence of the COVID-19 pandemic have led to Namibia establishing this fund. The purpose of which is to fully utilize the benefits of Namibia's natural resources by putting aside a fund to counter future unprecedented economic headwinds, as well as to allow future generations to benefit from the natural resources. Geingob said Namibia is a country rich in natural resources, both minerals and other non-renewables, which will contribute significantly to the development of the Namibian economy. He added that the launch of the fund is testament to government's commitment to uplifting the lives of Namibians and guaranteeing socio-economic progress. The ownership of the fund is entrusted to the Government of the Republic of Namibia, with the Minister of Finance acting as the trustee representing the interests of the citizens. The head of state explained that the Bank of Namibia will be the fund's primary custodian responsible for its administrative function.
The Development Bank of Namibia recently signed a $193 million Namibian agreement with Anirab Osinga Solar One to finance a new solar power generation plant near the Khan substation in the Namib Desert.
The plant will supply 20 megawatts to Nampower's Khan substation, from which it will be distributed to homes and businesses. Anirab Osinga Solar One was awarded a 25-year tender to supply power to Nampower. The company consists of two local partner companies, Anirep Solar and Osanka Energy Investments. Anirep is a company that trades on the Namibian Stock Exchange. Opso Africa, a local company, will build a solar plant 40 kilometers outside Usakos. DBN Head of Marketing and Corporate Communications, Jerome Mutumba, in a media statement on Thursday, noted that according to National Statistics Agency figures for February 2022, local electricity production was 65,362 megawatt hours, while imports from the Southern African power pool were 255,286 megawatt hours. Mutumba said these figures represent a snapshot of the current need to substitute imports.
The sports news will follow after the economics roundup and the weather forecast. We begin with Saturday's FA Cup final. Liverpool will bid to keep their quadruple chase alive in Saturday's FA Cup final against a Chelsea side, hoping to welcome incoming owner Todd Boehly with victory at Wembley. Jurgen Klopp's men have 4 matches left in their historic attempt to become the first English team to win all 4 major trophies in one season. They beat Chelsea to lift the League Cup in February and have reached the finals of the FA Cup and Champions League, where they face Real Madrid on the 28th of May. On to Bundesliga news. Robert Lewandowski has opened the door to a high-profile transfer after telling Bayern Munich that he will not be extending his contract beyond June 2023 when it expires. The 33-year-old Poland international forward has scored 343 goals for Bayern and twice picked up FIFA's Player of the Year award since joining from Dortmund in 2014. According to several reports, Lewandowski has recently been in contact with Barcelona. Barcelona coach Xavi, however, felt that this transfer would be complicated because of the club's financial situation. Kindly stand by for your sports roundup. That's all the news we had for you this evening. Thanks for watching. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, like, share and hit the notifications bell to stay posted on the latest happenings locally and globally. Feel free to interact with us in the comment section. From myself, Joy Gorses, and the entire production crew, till next week Monday, it's good night.